Live. Jeez. What do I even say? We look, I got the stream going. We need to go and put your thing on the stream, man. Pause. You don't have the option to. Try look again. This, hold on. Hold on. Is it because I got the party invite only? Yeah, I ain't got no choice. Yep. On the live streaming. Let me see. More options. Party audio. Yo, that's crazy that you got to do all that, man. Why is that? Because I thought you were the man with the answers.
I gave you the answers.
This is fair. All right. Well, let's yeah, I need therapy. That was rough.
I'm not
God
here to
bless
be your
JD.
therapist, man.
Nah, you ain't got to be my therapist, but we going to get this music going. Let's get this music going real quick. Hold on. Hold on. YouTube ad.
YouTube
I don't have none
ad.
of these songs. Yeah, YouTube ad, man. Hold on. There we go. This is what we do. Hey, this is shout out to JD, man. I'm playing this one for him.
Nah, no, you're not.
Nah, I am. I got smoked. I can't do nothing but respect it. What I'm supposed to do, huh? Oh, I hear that Jay-Z in the background.
Me and my niggas trying to get it, you bitch. Brooklyn, New York, your boy.
Hey, turn yours up. Hey, turn it up. Hey, go on and turn it up though.
It's the rock in the building.
It's the rock.
My man Jeff.
Hey. Hey, turn it up.
Your boy. Yo, meet me up to put the nephews in the house. Brad Pitt, I'm back till 6 in the AM.
Shout out to
Hey man,
Jeff.
shout out to JD, man.
Simply attached to the track like
Hey, for real.
Simply good.
I saw his other games. I saw they were close ones. JD went out there and smoked my boots, dog. What I'm supposed to say?
Yo, pause.
Smoking boots. No, hold up. Pause the music. Smoking boots is pause worthy? How did they even? Never mind.
That's a sexual euphemism in the hood.
All
yeah.
right. Well,
Just want you to know
euphemism
that.
the music down so we can start this podcast already.
We
The
celebrating
people,
Jeff
the
right now,
streets
yeah.
have been waiting. I mean, we already celebrated Jeff. I big upped him already.
Nope.
He smoked me, smoked my boots. That's not a sexual euphemism or whatever the word that you said. This man Q done hijacked the stream. All right, you know what? Let it roll. Just let it roll so we get the whole video flag. So we can get the whole video. So we get the whole podcast flag. Go ahead. This is inside sabotage from Q.
My nigga Jeff. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
Nah. It is what it is, man. What I'm supposed to do? Allah. He said Allah reigns supreme. All right. Well, hey, I can't say nothing about it at this moment. I don't know what happened in that game, but hey, it is what it is. But we are here tonight, despite me still licking the fresh wounds that I just received from this Alvin Kamara size butt kicking that I just received from JD. We are here live with the One Cut Podcast. I am your boy Steps, aka the Minnesota Vikings. I am here with Q the Truth, the 17th letter of the alphabet. What's up, sir? How you doing this evening?
I'm just here, man. You already? We out here. We celebrating, man.
I
I,
respect it. Like I said,
Jeff,
man, one supposed to look. I'm
Jeff,
humble in
Jeff
defeat.
said.
All right.
Jeff said he's smoking on that Steps packy. I
I'm
know.
telling you, look, dog, this is the loudest, most rambunctious 1-3 celebration I've
Yo,
ever
you're not
seen in
gonna
my
shake.
life.
Nope.
It's your boy JC and we don't stop.
You not
Hey,
going.
all right, look,
You
I
not gonna
got it.
shade Jeff,
Okay,
yo.
okay, okay,
You're
okay,
not
okay.
shading
No more.
Jeff, yo.
Okay, okay. Look,
We just went
I
out there
look,
and we said you was
look.
winning the division, right? And then you
I
went out
never.
there and you
Whoa,
ran
hold
into a.
on. Y'all said that.
That's
That
what we
was y'all.
said. You know what?
That's what y'all said. That's what y'all said. I was quiet. All right, listen up, listen up. We are here with the one pot. Look, hey, can I get through the intro? At least let me get through the intro. I'm gonna give you a whole segment
I
for
don't need
for
a
the
whole
for the.
segment, yo. We celebrating Jeff, yo.
I know, but I'm trying to run this podcast, man. Let me
Nah, you
run
can
it real
run.
quick.
Yo, you. That's crazy. It's all right.
I
Go ahead. Do
can't
what you gotta
run it
do.
if you. I can't run it if you out here just throwing the music on in the background, cause they
You.
gonna hear that
You
more
know
than
what?
me.
You right, yo. Watch this.
Oh, did he mute himself? Come on, Q.
Oh, we here. Go ahead, bro.
Jesus. All right. Anywho, we are here at the One Cut Podcast. This is episode 8. We gonna call this the Tenders. Cause I'm not good with making up names, so I just made up this name off the fly. So we are calling this episode the Tenders because we have, and this is funny because this game I just had with JD may fall inside of the convo that we're gonna have this evening, Q.
Sir.
So
Sir.
we are going. I'm listening. Jesus. This hey, not for nothing. This is the one you should have played right here. Hey, hold up. Turn it up.
Hey. That's it. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
No, look, that's the one you should have played to begin with.
Don't tell
That's
me
the
what to do,
one.
yo.
Alright, anywho. So we are here this evening to talk some Madden, as well as just talking about the league and some stuff that's going on in the league. So first and foremost, I'm going to get into the recaps of the current standings and the records and all of that wonderful stuff. So let us go. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong way. Let me see. I think it's at the main screen. You hit the X button. All right, there we go. All right, so let's talk some standings real quick. So let's go into the AFC North. So to begin with, we have TRC and the Steelers at 3-0. We got Ed and the Ravens 3-1. We got who got the Bengals again? Castro at 2-1. And then we got
Insane.
Julian and the Browns at 1-3. I do not remember where everybody went. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Q, and with everybody else.
I hear you go.
Next
Go
up,
ahead.
don't do that, because I am actually paying attention and actually responding to the questions and the things that you're saying.
Got you. You paid attention in that game just now.
I did not. I'm
You
going to
kind of
scrub that game from my memory.
you kind of broke right now. You know what you need?
Don't do it. Q, come on, man. Now, see, if I would have won and started playing some Kirk Franklin up in here, y'all would have been upset.
I wouldn't have cared. I expected you to win, yo. It's the fact that you didn't, yo.
I mean, I got no real excuses except for I don't know where my run blocking or my run defense was on that one Kamara
Shit went on
run. That was
vacation, bro.
crazy. I mean, I don't know, man. It was stupid. But AFC South, Jaguars, AC 2-1. We got the Texans at 1-3.
I'll let you get to your monologue.
Wait, so
I'll be
Stacks?
right back.
Jesus. And so so hold up. So you spend this man spent the last 15 minutes of this podcast interrupting me on. All right. Anywho, I'm moving on. Stacks and the Texans are 1-3. We got Bird and the Titans at 1-2, and we got Schwartz and the Colts at 0-3. We have the Bills over here. This is Guy at 3-1. Welcome back to you, Guy. We got Cody and the Patriots at 2-1. They've actually looked pretty good this season so far. Congrats to Cody on the strong beginning to his season. We have the promising, or at least the once promising, TJ and the Miami Dolphins at 0-3. And we have newcomer, I believe this is Ant. Ant and the Jets at 0-3, but I think he only has one loss, really? Yeah, so he's 0-3 with an asterisk. He only has one loss because he just got here. So welcome to the league, Ant. Hope you're enjoying your stay so far. We have Q and the Chargers at 4-0. Hey, Q. Come on. Let's finish this. I'm trying to finish the standings at least, so we can actually get into some real conversation. Because this is the boring
You asked
stuff.
for the intro, and now you want the
Okay, this
standings.
is the boring stuff. I already did the intro.
Hey, yo,
Look
shout
at
out
your
Jeff,
notes. I already said shout out Jeff multiple times. And I'm sure Jeff is loving every minute of this fanfare that you give him.
Yours is salty, man. You know what I mean?
All right, look, okay, what else am I supposed to say? I already bigged up them multiple times.
You want me to stop?
Up Alvin Kamara multiple times. What else am I supposed to say?
I want you to address him as Stove God Jeff.
You lost your narrow mind.
My mind is far from narrow.
All right, well, the Chargers, Q, that's you at 4-0, and we got Krim and the Chiefs at 2-2. We got the Broncos. Who's the Broncos? Gabe.
As you were, sir.
Are you done?
Not really, but
can you at least wait until I get to JD's team
I
then
just
you can
want
play
you
the
to
music
call
again?
him the Stove God, so we could just.
I am not
forward.
calling him the Stove Nothing. Okay.
Why would you?
I'm not calling him the Stove Nothing. He won a Madden game against me. I'm like 1-5 against him all time. I stink against JD to begin with, so I'm not even trying to hear any of this. Some people just have your number, and right now JD has my number. I'm like 1-5 against him.
He didn't even call you collect, man. All right, guys, sir.
This is the One Cut Podcast, and this is Q being a complete idiot.
Listen, sir.
What kind of medicine are you on, man?
What? I don't take medicine.
No, don't lie.
I'm not sick.
You said you were not feeling the very best, so what drugs are you on at this moment?
I took Excedrin this afternoon. I'm not on any damn medicine, man.
That is still medicine.
You know what? You took your
medicine. Did you crush up your Excedrin and take it straight to the nose? What did you do?
Oh, I am not from Saskatchewan or Alberta. We're not doing that. I see what you're doing.
Is this Canadian hate I'm hearing?
Nah, this is Gomes. This is completely different, yo.
Canadian hate from Q the Truth. Guys, Zach, Gomes, Brad. I'm so sorry, guys.
You asked me if I snort.
I'm so sorry, guys. This man, oh my gosh, this man Q is a Canadian hater. Can't believe you.
Don't ever confuse me with you, sir.
I am not confusing nobody with nobody else.
I see. This is all deflection on you because you ran into the Stove God buzzsaw. This is not
deflection. We are in minute what? We are in minute 13, and we have still not gotten through the second portion of this 9-portion podcast. Look, I'm just gonna let you just get it all out the way. Just get all the Arab stuff out the way. Just do it.
First off, it's Arab, and that's not fair. And I want you to just enjoy yourself. Matter of fact, finish your monologue, yo. You know?
I can't finish it if every few seconds.
Watch this.
Jesus. All right, the Las Vegas Raiders. Dog. The Las Vegas Raiders. Who is this? I don't even know who the Raiders. Okay, Q. Who's the Raiders? Oh, OG. Is this OG Walker? Okay, OG Walker and the Raiders are 0-3. That's a poor start. All right, so the Minnesota Vikings. That's me at 3-1. We have LB and the Bears at 2-2. We have Turk and the Packers at 0-3. We have the Lions, who is now BC. I don't know what he actually likes to be called, but we're just calling him BC. And the Detroit Lions are at 0-3. I believe he's only played one game, and that was one game against me so far. The NFC South. All right, hey, get your music ready. Get your music ready, sir.
No,
the Atlanta Falcons are at 4-0. That is Bryce. The Buccaneers, that's Chan at 3-1. The Panthers are at 3-1. That is Mike. JD and the New Orleans Saints are at 1-3 with their one victory coming against the then 3-0 Minnesota Vikings, who are now 3-1 after suffering a crushing defeat where the run defense was not there, and Alvin Kamara said, "Screw you and everything you purple people stand for." And also, Marcus Lattimore is a cheat code.
I just want you to call him the Stove God, man.
Okay, if I call him that, can we move on?
Absolutely.
Okay, JD the Stove God.
No,
Clip
you're
the
supposed to say
soundbite.
Stove God Jeff, yo. That's what you're supposed to say. Don't do
Stove
that.
God Jeff. There you go.
Wow,
Stove
you really want to
God
finish
Jeff.
this podcast. Oh, hashtag Stove God Jeff. I'm not even mad at you.
I'm
Actually,
just trying to get through the. Let me just get through
I'm
this,
here.
like this
Hey,
part of the pod,
hey,
man.
Steps.
I'm
Assalamu
listening.
alaikum, my brother.
Jesus. All right. NFC East. That's the
Can you
Dallas Cowboys.
can you return the greeting,
and
sir?
Gomes is 2-2. Wait, why is this flipped? I don't know why this is flipped.
Yo, once you got to read the Quran, man, shit start looking backwards, man.
I'm not doing this with you. The Washington Commanders and Malik is at 3-1. Nate
Assalamu
and the
alaikum.
New York Giants are at 3-1. The Dallas Cowboys, that is Gomes at 2-2. And
don't
then
explain his
Garl and the
pleasantries
Eagles
anymore.
is at 1-2. I'm moving on. NFC West, San Francisco 49ers, that is Zach, who has laid claim to the NFC. Maybe we'll talk about that in a minute.
Do he got to play?
3-0.
Does he have to play Allahu Akbar?
Um,
That's my new
did
dog horse, yo.
the I think the whole division has to play the NFC South,
They
if
all
I
in
remember
trouble.
correctly. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. The Los
I might
Angeles
have to-
Rams.
I might have to give Jeff them plays that confuse the AI.
Ah, Jesus. You know, I was about to throw some shade at somebody, but
I
I'm
know
not
you
gonna
was.
do it.
Allahu Akbar.
Look, this is a no slander podcast, man, but I was really about to
Steps.
throw that shade out there, man.
You
Because I
didn't
know
say
one
that.
person that thrives off of that.
I know your ass was cross-eyed when you said this was a no slander podcast, and your fingers was crossed too.
No. This is a no slander zone. I am humbled, and I have been destroyed in Madden. I have nothing to slander tonight. Nothing.
I'll do the slander
All I
when it's
can
okay.
do. Okay, hey, look, you're undefeated. You can do that. You're 4-0. I
I
am
could be
not
0 and 4.
4-0.
I could be 0 and 4, and I still would say what I want.
All right, well, hey, I respect you for feeling that way, but me, I know at this moment that
Assalamu
I have to
alaikum.
do better. All right. So Los Angeles Rams.
Say
that
salaikum
is
salam, sir.
Stacks.
I taught you better
No,
than this.
no, that is the Rams. That is Stacks 1-2. We got the Cardinals. That is Dylan 1-3. And then surprisingly, we have Pat Ladd and the Seahawks at 0-3. He is attempting to abandon his team and go elsewhere. I see. Every other team that's popped up, he has thrown his name in the hat.
Alaikum salam, yo.
All right. That is the standings thus far. So, with that being said, Q, can we actually talk podcast stuff? Can I ask you a question?
I've been doing this the whole time, but go ahead.
What are some of your surprises with the current records and the current standings that I just shared?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think the Dolphins would be winless right now. Honestly,
Same.
I didn't think Turk would be winless.
Same.
I didn't think Pat Ladd would be winless.
Also same.
In the last podcast, I didn't think that Burt would have more losses than wins right now.
Mm.
You know, it's pretty much that.
Okay. I will say that I did not expect Garl to be at the bottom of his division right now.
That makes one of us.
Jeez. I did not expect TRC to be leading his division with Ed over there. I also did not expect Bird to be 1-2. That's really surprising. And I did not expect Guy to have a rebound to this extent to where he's 3-1. But I'm curious about that because he has a point differential of 127 to 127, so that's 0 point differential. Not sure if that's smoke and mirrors or if he's actually out there shining. Maybe we'll talk about that in a minute
Whoa,
too.
whoa. Which one do you think it is?
We can get there in a moment. We have that as a topic tonight. That's why this is called the Tenders. Ooh.
That shit sounds, sus as hell. You know, I had to
Look,
correct what I wanted to say.
nah. But for real. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. So, in the meantime, let's talk trades. Okay, so let's recap the trades as soon as my phone stops doing this weird thing that it's doing. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm not going to go over entirely all the trades because Q on his wonderful podcast. What is your podcast called? Go ahead and plug it.
The Island of Relevancy or Potter House, depending on what I want to go over that day.
On Q's podcast that he just shared, you can hear all of our thoughts about the trades and everything like that. So what I'm going to do is recap the trades that we have recently had that were not covered on the podcast, and then we will have a question that we will both answer in regards to these trades. So starting off, we have a trade that you made, Q. We have the Los Angeles Chargers.
I'm trading?
Traded.
Okay.
You made a trade.
Okay.
You made a trade for, let's see, a first round pick belonging to Turk and wide receiver Christian Watson. And in return, Turk sent you back a first round pick, a second round pick, a fifth round pick.
I sent him a first and a second. And
excuse me.
guy.
All right, you're right. All right, so you sent a first, a second, a fifth, and Mike Williams, and then Turk sent you back a first and wide receiver Christian Watson. The next trade up, we had Jordan Love, that was Turk's player, backup quarterback, who we thought was the heir apparent, to the Giants for, how you say his name? Aziz Ojulari? Is that how you say it?
I'm proud of you.
And then a third round pick as well. And then after that, the Giants made another trade where they traded starting strong safety Julian Love, cornerback Adoree Jackson to the Arizona Cardinals for Hollywood Brown. So those are the trades that have been made thus far. Now, with that trade, or those three trades, plus all of the other trades that we've made thus far this cycle, let me ask you a question, Q. Who is making moves right now with trades to actually succeed, and who do you feel like is just trading just to trade? Again, no slander, but we can talk about this.
We can do both. If I'm being honest.
I might just have something a little extra to say, but I'm listening. Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. I think the Giants are trying to better their team. I'm not sure if his moves are going to reflect that right now. All right. I have no earthly idea what Washington is doing. Washington looks like he's just trading and trade. The Titans, I guess he was trading to support Derrick Henry and maybe the play action game, but that's yielded nothing so far. So, in hindsight, the Dolphins trading for two superstar running backs, and they're winless. If he doesn't figure that out, he's trading just to trade. Then I saw Mecole Hardman was on the Mecole Hardman is on the block. Not on the is it Mecole?
No,
not Mecole.
No, not
Waddle.
Mecole.
Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, Waddle.
Sorry for him. And I really don't know what the hell Washington is doing, because I'm sorry. I got Scary Terry, and he got him in the slot for whatever only God knows. I'm not trading Jahan Dotson, yo. But for Tyler Huntley, you out of your mind, yo. What?
And he couldn't complete that trade as it was because Jahan Dotson was a first round rookie, so he had to switch out Curtis Samuel, I believe, in that deal.
Still a dumb trade to me. They just trading the trade. Like, Malik's roster could have been the same, because as previously stated, people in the NFC have a tough time getting past him anyway. So you can say he's trading just to trade anyway, because he knows he's going to be there in the end. But that's pretty much it, yo. I'm just interested in seeing what the Stove God going to do when he finally make his moves.
Jesus. This is a pro JD podcast.
Hey man,
um,
you called him the stove guard, remember?
no, yeah, not stove. Would you say stove god Jeff? That's what you wanted me to say, right?
Hey, where we at
All
in there?
right.
We're about 25 minutes in. Yes,
I think so. I don't know.
you can
Yeah,
check.
25. Yeah, it's
All right,
25,
good.
and we
Yeah,
have 7 viewers
we
apparently.
clipping that one. Stove guard, Jeff. You
Okay,
done said
well,
that a few times already.
I did. So quote it and all of that. I don't care. All right. Let me answer the same
You don't
question.
gotta be like that, bro.
I don't, but I am
Bounce.
Jesus. All right, go ahead. Get it out your system.
Can I ask you a real question?
I'm listening.
Did you overlook him?
No, absolutely not. Cause after. All right, look. You want me to answer the question? You got to
I
turn down
cut
the
the
music.
I cut it off. Yeah. You don't.
All right.
Yeah. First off, don't tell me what to do. Yo.
All right.
You owe
Listen.
me an
Listen.
explanation on how this happened.
Let me
Yo.
explain. Let me explain. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, even though we're talking about trades right now, I guess I will dive into this. So
Yeah.
I did not
You
overlook
traded
him
a
because I
traded a
saw.
win.
Let me. Can I talk?
That's
So he had a close game against Bryce. He had a close game against Chan. He actually was smoking Chan, and then Chan did his Chan stuff, and he ended up winning that game. More so, JD got conservative late, and Chan was ultra aggressive, and he ended up winning that. And then him against Mike actually was closer to begin with, but then the wheels came off, and it was just bad after that. So I did not overlook JD. I did my due diligence like I would for any other opponent. Um, I think the main thing that happened in this game, and this is not me making excuses of anything of the sort. This is me just thinking out loud. Um, I forgot it was a rain game. First
Mm.
and foremost. So my whole game plan had nothing to do with the rain, and so I was like, crap. Once the game started, so I had immediately had to scrap everything that I thought of with the game plan that I had and say, okay, I need to be more on the ground and less short passing, middle of the field and stuff like that. Because I thought maybe I could have some success against his cover three, against his cover six, exploiting the outsides and stuff. So I thought I could have some success there, running some floods, levels, concepts, and stuff like that. But once the rain showed, I realized I needed to run it on the ground, keep it low, keep it short. And so I started off with the short passing game and running the football, but I wasn't mentally prepared to do it. And so a lot of my stuff was really ineffective to begin with. So that first half was really, really lackluster. And so going into the second half, I essentially adjusted and said, okay, I'm going to run a little more power, a little more stretch, and I'm going to attempt to get the ball downfield on some play
It's a
action.
very long-winded
And
answer. I'm sorry.
you asked me for an explanation.
When did you realize he was playing the game on the prayer mat and you had no chance?
I realized it after that Alvin Kamara run, that one that snatched
Oh, I
my soul
know.
out my chest.
My nigga was completely facing the east on that run, yo.
Oh my gosh, dog!
He
After
saw
that
Mecca.
run, dog,
He saw Mecca, yo.
I promise you, my morale and everything dropped. Like that was the haymaker that laid me on the mat, dog. And I was just playing just to play after that. My whole demeanor was gone. I lost my cool. I was angry and upset
Man, you was
because this
real
man
angry
had
too.
the most. This man had the divine perfect blocking for almost 20 seconds in that whole run.
And we extending the time. Hit. Okay. All right. That's completely fine. I knew you were mad. I told myself if you had that pink drink, that shit was gone. Right? There was no sipping. Like that shit was ingested
uh,
immediately, right? And
But I tell you
I
what,
feel your
hold on.
pain.
I am proud. I am proud of myself. I did not throw my controller. I
Oh,
didn't throw
is
it.
that a
I didn't
thing?
slam it down. Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
a thing?
Well, it's been a thing before, but I didn't throw it down. I didn't slam it. I didn't do anything except for just look a look of shock and shame, and just how did that happen?
You know, this
So I
was
was
like
very happy. I was very happy with myself.
this was the dichotomy was like it was interesting, right? Because we had the super powered Vikings versus the very solid Saints, right? And on one end, we also had Christianity versus the Muslim community, right?
Wait. JD represents the Muslim community.
Why would he not?
The entire community though.
All of them.
All.
Let me tell you. Jeff said
I'm
he
listening.
worships the late prophet, the great Muhammad Ali, and I was like, all right, because you won, I will accept that. You know.
So
So
wait. JD JD worships Muhammad Ali.
those are your words, not mine.
No. That's what you said. You
The
just
great
said that.
prophet, the late Muhammad Ali. That's what I was told.
All right, man.
I'm just
You
saying.
look, hey, I hear you, but you got it, man. You got it.
I got no. He got it.
it.
He got it.
He does. He
Like,
did. He
well, on behalf of Christians everywhere, Steps, you let us down. I
okay.
want to
Can
let
I
you know that.
please finish the trades part? Can I at least can I get through this?
Did the Mormon trade yet or no?
No, man. I gotta talk. I gotta give my own thoughts and my comments in regards to who I feel is just trading just to trade versus who's actually making movements to actually succeed.
All right, Steps. I'm noticing a certain level of sass from you, but I'm gonna let you just get out of your
This is
feelings
not.
and
This is not
express yourself, sir.
sass. This is
It's
not. This is not
well, listen,
sass.
sir. I don't want to upset you. They're already
Oh my
saying I'm talking to
gosh.
you a certain type of way in the chat right now. I want to be respectful.
Wow.
I
What
want
is
it to
this?
seem like
What's
I
it called?
care.
Gaslighting? Is this gaslighting?
I would never
Am I being
gaslight you.
gaslit?
I would never gaslight you.
Man.
I want that to be known.
Oh.
Okay? As you were, sir. As
Oh,
you were.
jeez. Okay, well.
And
All right, well.
I will not play Arab Money or Punjabi MC for the foreseeable future.
The force. What? All of like the next 5 to 10 minutes
Hey
before we
man,
talk about.
I don't know, man. The floor is yours. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, all right. This podcast has been off the rails for the last 25 plus minutes.
Not true.
Yes, it has. This is sounding like a Gomes podcast right now.
That
No
is
shade to
highly,
Gomes.
how do you throw shade and then say no shade? This is what you do. You know what? I'm here for the shit today, yo. This is what you do.
Well,
These
all right,
passive ass
listen.
comments, yo.
All right, no. That was rude. That was a passive comment. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I mean,
And
it
you
did.
only did that because he's from Canada. I'm putting it together.
Wow. Look at the reverse card Uno, man. Look at this.
It's no need, yo. This is in your DNA.
Is
But
it
I
though?
want us to stay. I want us to stay. Is it not?
No,
Is it not?
it's not. No,
You
it's
got
not.
Krim out
It's
here
not.
waving the Canadian banner because you just disrespect them at every chance you get, man.
You know,
Gomes
I
doesn't
actually,
even know he's being slandered right now.
I actually have a question about Krim, but I'm gonna ask you that offline. I have a question, but
That is
I'm gonna ask you another
slanderous.
time. That's not
You know,
slanderous. I have a question. I just thought of it because you just mentioned that just
you
now.
can
So
ask on
I'm
air, man.
no. I'm just going. I'm gonna ask you in a minute.
That's insane, man.
I'll even ask you on air, but I'll ask you in a minute because I know for sure it's gonna come back up in our segment that we have, which is like 5 segments down because we're still here in this spot.
Sir, it's okay.
It's gonna come back up. It's gonna come
It's
back
okay,
up.
sir.
All right, listen. So, I feel like people who are actually making moves to really better themselves. Um, First, I'll say I like the trades that Baltimore Ed has made so far. Getting Tony Pollard, getting Curtis Samuel, receiving a second round pick after letting go of a first round pick. That's some solid trading that Ed has done so far. So I think he's actually trying to build a roster there. I do think Pollard was more of a luxury than it was a need, but I get it for the sake of like Madden talent. So Tony Pollard is a lot better of a Madden running back than what's dude that's there. Um, can you tell me who the who's dude on the Ravens that's the running back in real life? You know what I'm
JK?
talking about? Jake? Nah, not. Is it JK? Dobbins?
Sir, that
Who
is
I'm
the
thinking
case.
of? Okay,
It,
so
it,
JK
it is
Dobbins. Yeah.
Dobbins.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So he could either develop J.K. Dobbins in the potentially shortened amount of time that we have in the cycle, or he can get a running back that is on the precipice of being something great. And he did that, so I respect that. I like his trades so far. Another person whose trades I like so far, I'm gonna say, well, I kind of like what the Cardinals are doing, but I also have questions in regards to like some other stuff they doing. So I'll just say the Cardinals. I don't like that the Cardinals are getting rid of their receivers. They got rid of both Hollywood and Robbie Anderson, but I do like the fact that they are shedding contracts and they are picking up more pieces on their entire roster, being like Trey Flowers, Raekwon Davis, Jeff Wilson Jr., Myles Gaskin. I mean, I don't know about having two running backs, but I mean, I get it. Um, he is sifting through running backs, and I think if you are, I'm not condoning him having four running backs he traded for. Okay, I'm not condoning that, but I think if you're trying to find an answer at running back, get a bunch of running backs that have potential and just run them out there and see what happens. Why not? So I'm not opposed to what he's doing. I just have a question with that, but I do think overall he's trying to build a good, solid roster for long-term success. Now, for the people who I'm just having questions about and just trying to figure out what they're doing, I don't know. I don't know what Bird is doing. I don't understand the trades he has made. It seems like Bird is trying to win right now, and I get that and I'm with that, but I okay, like let me explain. Derek Barnett, Quez Watkins, fourth round pick, seventh round pick, and he gives up his first. Like I'm not sure why. Like that's not worth of, in my opinion, I don't feel like those players are worth a first in entirety. I mean, yeah, the calculator may say it's worth it,
So the
but is
Mormon
it
did
really
trade.
worth it?
I
What's
mean,
that?
I said so the Mormon really did trade. I mean,
Mormon.
Garl, we're not doing this right now.
Oh
So
yeah, no,
in
Garl.
theory,
Yeah, Garl got another first round pick, so he has three first round picks in this next draft.
that's beautiful.
It's something.
That's beautiful. He's gonna do a lot with it.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see how
That sounds
valuable
like
those picks are.
sounds like you don't believe in Garl, man.
It's not about Garl. It's more so about the value of a first round pick right now and just the way that they're valued, especially with the fact that, it's not. I mean, maybe we'll run 4 seasons. It just doesn't seem very likely that we'll be able to get through 4 seasons like we typically do. So the
Okay, so
value is, it just feels like it's a little skewed there.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
And we can go right back on topic after this. You have
Yep.
the best team in the game post restart, and
hmm
then you basically trade excess players, right? That you don't really utilize and get another first rounder. So you have the best team in the game. You've shedded a lot of dead weight, and you get a third first rounder. Are you not set up to succeed?
I did not say anything about him not being set
No,
up to succeed.
that's not what I'm saying. But
Okay, okay, but
that
okay.
that
So
would
to
that would
answer your
lead.
question, yes, no, absolutely. He is
So,
he is more than set up to succeed. Like that's how you set up long term success for sure.
but if
And
nothing
Garl,
manifests from this, how do we view him?
um, I shoot, man, not
Because
very
it's very
well.
rare the best team in the game has, you know, the best players or just loaded top to bottom everywhere and then still have a litany of first round picks, right?
This is
So
true.
he's set up to succeed on multiple levels and he's probably second or third in his division.
This is true. I
All
think
right, I'm done. Go ahead, sir.
Nah, fair enough. That all that's fair. I think him being, Garl being the Philadelphia Eagles, having that super stat roster, and oh, Zach is stupid. And also having all those picks, it makes. I
Well,
mean,
well,
it
why would you
makes.
call Zach stupid?
I said no, that's stupid in regards to what he said.
Nah, I
So
heard
not
Zach
him being
stupid.
stupid. No,
Okay.
I did not say that. I said that's stupid. All right, but I think
Semantics.
overall, I think overall, Garl is fine doing that, but I just question whether or not he should try to offload for another talent. I mean, if his team is built to win right now, just break it further. Like don't hoard picks. Break it further. Go get another talent. I mean, shoot, I mean, I guess if he wants to upgrade at running back, I mean, Miles Sanders is good enough, but upgrade at running back if you can. Find another corner because Slay is about to disappear. Shoot, get another safety. Pair him up with C.J. Gardner Johnson. Um, shoot, man, there's so many different things. He could get a linebacker, get a Fred Warner or something. I mean, I know Zach probably wouldn't trade him, but I mean, you can try. So, in my opinion, I know Garl has been busy doing life stuff, and I hope everything's going much better for him. I think that's something you can do. That's something that he should do. So that's no knock on what he's doing. I think that was a great trade, but I just think that I don't know why that trade happened from Bird's perspective, and I get why Garl did it, but I also am like, well, flip it for something else. And then the Kyle Juszczyk trade, I know there's jokes about that trade, but I think I get what he was trying to do. Again, he was just trying to give Derrick Henry some help. But honestly, can you really tell the difference between any of these fullbacks out here? And is Kyle Juszczyk really worth a fourth? I just don't see it. So I think that's a waste. I think that those two were just trades to trade. I don't really
It
see the
it
building
sounds
there.
like you're saying he got raped in this trade.
I did not say that, but
That's what you're
I
alluding
do.
to.
I am alluding to the fact that that trade makes no sense. Now, in regards to the giving up his first for those as walk-ins, Derek Barnett and stuff, I feel like he did all of that just to get the speedy receiver, and I think that's stupid. But that's not my problem. That's what Bird wants to do, so that's hey, respect the Bird. I think he could have done better there, but if that's what he wanted to do, that's what he wanted to do. I can't help that. And
So
then the
you're
next
saying he should
person,
have blew the whistle on his own trade?
I'm trying to say that I don't think that that trade was worth it, and that's all.
Mm.
And then I don't understand what Malik is doing with that Kendall Fuller trade. I absolutely hate that trade. I hate that trade so much for him. I know his mantra in regards to speed and like how he cares about speed over like overall and stuff. But 27 years old, 88 overall, the guy was a good solid corner, and he gives him up for a second, not even a first. He gets a second round pick in return.
Let's
So
call a
I
spade a
just
spade. He stinks when it comes to roster construction.
this is unfortunately this is true because he
I
has a
mean,
way
it
he
doesn't
wants
have to
his
be
roster to
unfortunate. It
look.
is what it is, man. But even
Yeah,
so, he will make it work, which speaks to the level of the NFC.
this is true, and that's a whole nother topic that we can get into another time. But I 100% agree. I think also sending attempting to send Jahan Doxson, but then having to send Curtis Samuel and a second round pick for Tyler Huntley. I think that was dumb too. Especially when you already had a quarterback on the roster that was young, that you could develop him. All you had to do was just take your time with him, and I don't know, man. He just seemed like an unnecessary trade. So questions about that. I don't know how he's building his team. I do want to give a shout out to Turk. I understand what Turk is trying to do, and this is just in a vacuum the entirety of what he's got going on, and not just the trades. But getting Mike Williams on a roster that's time to win right now, and also being able to get a first and a second in return, and then he gets rid of Christian Watson, who is very fast, but he drops a lot of footballs, and then also being able to trade away Jordan Love as well, and then getting a very good young outside linebacker. Um, you know, those are trades to win for sure. So I want to give a shout out to Turk for that. Also, he with those trades, he was able to move some players around on his roster. I'm not going to touch that one subject of moving players on his roster because I'm not getting into that. But shout out to him for his roster construction, everything he's trying to do for the immediate and for the long term. And I think I think Turk and what he's doing is a prime example of like building for the here and now and also for what's to come in the future. Now, I don't know what he's going to do about Rodgers' replacement when he's gone, but Rodgers is currently signed to a 4-year contract. I doubt Madden is just going to have him fall off a cliff and then retire after the first or second seasons. So I think he's going to be fine. So those are yeah, we'll say those are the trades. Those are the trades that we feel like people are making to succeed, and others that are just people are just trading to trade. I think most people right now, from what I'm seeing, are trading to get marquee talent, and nobody's really budging at the moment. I've only seen one big trade so far. Um, really, it wasn't even a big trade. It was the Austin Eckler trade that you did, Q. But other than that, I mean, people are kind of feeling the waters out and stuff, trying to see what people are doing with trades and stuff. I know there's certain players on the block like Jalen Waddle, Stephon Diggs is on the block. I got T.J. Hawkinson on the block.
Waddle's not really on the
This.
block though. I just want to let y'all know that.
Well, Waddle's apparently not really on the block, so y'all can move on from him. But I know there's some big players on the block, but it seems like most people are keeping their players, and that's probably for the best. Not trying to rain on anybody's game and stuff like that, but it's probably for the best. There's not going to be that many seasons comparatively to what we probably would have ran if everything had ran smoothly from the jump. So, my personal opinion: keep your players, trade who you have to trade, and keep it moving, and just build your roster through the draft. And then if you can get free agents, get your free agents. But other than that, that's it. Don't do anything extra. Don't do anything you don't need to do.
So, sir, why do you have like 9 people on the trade block then?
So my players that I have on the trade block. So T.J. Hawkinson's on the trade block because I have no use for him really. I'm not really a fan.
That's insane.
I prefer Irv Smith. Well, I'm just telling you what I feel. I have Irv Smith Jr. and on the last franchise before it self-destructed. I was doing just fine, I felt like, with Irv Smith Jr. I preferred him. He's a lot faster, a lot shiftier for me, and I'm just able to use him better. So Hawkinson out there, he doesn't cost me any money. I could potentially package him up, get a good
What about
player,
a peace of mind?
get some good picks.
What about a peace of mind?
A peace of mind.
Yeah.
I mean, he just doesn't. I mean, he remind. Oh, I see what you're doing. All right, go ahead, get it out your system.
But mind you, I have no clue what this man is saying, but I'm assuming that's the music that is associated with the Arabic chick twerking and the GIF that Jeff provided.
You know what's crazy is I looked up lyrics. I looked up lyrics for that song a long time ago, and I still have no idea. I still have no idea what he was saying, man. Maybe JD can transcribe for us. I don't know.
Hey, man.
I never understood what he was saying.
Hey, let me teach you an Arabic word today, maybe that you don't know. This is real shit, yo.
I'm listening.
The word of the day is harami.
Harami.
Harami. That means
Harami.
thief in Arabic, right?
Thief.
This is real shit. Because
Okay.
my nigga Jeff just stole a win from you that he had no business having.
Yeah, he's the Hadami in the night. Yeah, I get it.
Stove God.
Stove God Jeff.
That's what I'm talking about. I like this podcast.
Shut up.
This is a real podcast.
No, it's not. All right.
Well,
can we move on to the next subject? Sir,
Shh.
we are 49 minutes in. We are about to have a 2-hour podcast because of you.
We're
You
not.
understand this, right?
No, we're not.
Then help me run through this, okay? Help me run through this because we still have 1, 2,
Gotta
3,
change your
4,
diapers,
5,
gotta
6,
raise
7
you
more
up.
topics.
Now you want me to help you run through the podcast. Insane.
Jesus.
Let's go, man.
Okay. All right. Most impressive in the AFC between these 3 teams. You ready?
Yep.
Most impressive between these 3 teams being the Pittsburgh Steelers, that is TRC, Guy in the Buffalo Bills, and Cody in the New England Patriots. Who is having the better season, or who is most impressive to you, and why?
Wow. I really gotta think about that one. If I'm being honest, just
I'm listening.
thinking about it, right? Guys like 3-1 now, so I guess he's trying to like reset what he's done, if that makes any
Mm-hmm.
sense, right? And he's currently winning his division. I'm unsure of who Cody plays this week. I do know he went absolutely nuts versus the Ravens, which I did not anticipate, so that was super surprising in itself. And
Mm-hmm.
TLC, I know he's undefeated right now in the North. So just the fact that ain't lost to Cody and TRC is the only one amongst these three that are still undefeated. But Castro's already, announced that TRC is going to die, right? But
Oh,
for right
when did he
now,
say that?
bro, where you been? TLC took the Steelers and Bird was supposed to get them. There was supposed to be an iTrad division, cardio crew or whatever. And he robbed them of that dream. So they're going to try and destroy him, I guess. I don't really know how that shit works, man. You know? But this is what it is, man.
All right.
How
Hey,
are
I'm
you
here
in
for it.
tune and you don't know what's going on, man?
I am not in tune. I have everything muted in the Discord. I'm just here.
That's it's not really admin like steps.
I'm not the only one that has that, Q.
Oh, okay. Bad. Let's start snitching.
Just okay.
Start snitching.
Anywho, nah, I'm just saying. The most impressive team in the between those three teams, the Patriots, the Bills, and the Steelers. I'm gonna also say Cody. I think that game that he had against Ed was
I
masterful.
said for the record, I said TRC.
Oh, you said
But
TRC? All right, my apologies. So TRC for Q. I'm saying Cody. All only because I think Cody, or excuse me, I think TRC has been the more impressive team. Um, Look at this: 126 points for, only 44 against. That is impressive. But that win that Cody had against Ed and the way that he outplayed, like he just outplayed him. Like he went unconscious that entire game. So Cody gets the big up from me just because he has that really strong, significant win there. Um, I'm actually not sure who TRC has played yet. Who has
he,
TRC? Has he played
he
anybody
beat he
significant?
beat Castro's ass, man. And
I
then
do
he
remember that,
and then he
but I'm
whooped
asking
Julian. He
about.
whooped wait, he whooped Julian and he whooped
Yep.
Cody.
Oh, he did whoop Cody. Mmm. So that one loss that he has is against TRC. Okay,
Yeah,
that changes
TLC is
things.
averaging. I think he's averaging about
Yeah,
42 points a game.
yeah,
And
that changes things. Okay, all right, nah. So Cody can't be my pick. TRC's definitely got to be the pick. So TRC of those three has definitely been the most impressive. That's impressive. I did not realize he smoked Cody like that.
that's insane. Yeah.
Dang. All right, well, never the mind. Yep, TRC from both of us. We both say he's been the most impressive.
Oh, you
Okay.
changed your mind.
Yeah, I
But
definitely
but
changed my mind.
but the real undefeated undersung hero is Jeff.
Jesus.
You don't gotta be angry,
Can you at
Steps.
least wait until we get to NFC?
For
Like we're
what?
about to get to the NFC. Just give it a second. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. All right.
We all letting it
Now
breathe,
and
yo.
listen. So I sent you my notes, and I'm actually going to take off myself from this list. And the reason
Why?
why is because I'm about to explain. Give me a second. It's because I want to give a shout out and big ups
Jesus.
to Nate and the Giants, because I think Nate and the Giants has been very impressive thus far too. So here's my three teams I'm going to say here. So who has been the most impressive in the NFC between Bryce and the Atlanta Falcons, Zach and the San Francisco 49ers, and Nate and the New York Giants?
And you want me to speak on this now, even though you were
I
all
do.
upset just a minute ago, yo.
I would like for you to speak on this
Well, I
specifically.
mean, let me be clear.
Hmm.
Zach is undefeated,
That is correct.
depending on where you hear it from. Zach is gonna win a bunch of games this year.
Apparently 12.
No, that was the minimum. Shit,
Oh,
Zach has said
okay,
this
that was the
himself.
minimum.
Since
Apparently at
man, fuck
least
that.
12.
Zach talking big talk right now, man. He looked at a
He
schedule.
is.
He saw who was out there. He was like, yeah, nah, this shit, I'm about to dominate.
Look,
It's
and he's
only a
got
few, it's only
cheerleaders and
it's only
everything. It's crazy out here.
yeah. Apparently, Chuck Norris is scared of him now. So there's that,
Jesus.
right? Oh yeah, nah. TRC was in there. He tried to perpetuate that whole situation. But Zach is undefeated. Bryce is
This is true.
undefeated, right? I
Also true.
can't like shout out to Nate. I think he's 3-1 or whatever the case is. But can't put them ahead of them. Well, we can't put you either because you got smoked by Jeff, right?
This is
So
true. Fact. Facts.
right. So Jeff is still smoking on that SMH pack, right?
This
So
is true.
right now is the Falcons right now, right?
Now, hold on. Before you finish, let me tell you who he's won against. Okay, you ready? Let me tell you about Nate. So Nate won 40-20 against Bird. Nate won
He said he's
45 to
struggling.
20. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
We seen
Yep.
Nate win 45 to 21 against Mike, who is also 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
And then he lost to the Cowboys, Gomes.
That's terrible.
34-13.
Terrible.
But wait, then he rebounded and won against LB 23-17. So
he actually lost a game, yeah.
He lost the game against Gomes, but he won against Bird, Mike, and LB, and that's a lot of titles between two of them. But there's a lot of titles there that Nate
10
was
titles.
able
Okay,
to
that's
get.
cool. Understandable.
Okay, so you follow
Right.
me. So
Yeah, I'm with you there. It's
does
still
that
Bryce,
change
man.
your thought?
It's still Bryce. It's still Bryce.
Okay.
And we're
Who
gonna
has
revisit
Bryce
this in
played
like
against?
8 games.
Okay,
Let's-
let me
let's-
ask you this: who has Bryce played against so far?
I do remember. Was it Mike?
Okay, hold on. I got you. I got
believe
you.
it was Mike
First-
that he won.
Hold on.
That
First
wasn't-
game was
so-
against JD. He won that game.
He barely won that
17
one. I remember that shit.
Yep,
I remember that shit
17-14.
because he had no business winning that shit. Jeff
Yep,
should
and
be
then-
3-1.
Jeez.
I'm being
God.
honest. If Jeff
I hear you.
played, if the way he played in the first half carried over to all game long, this is a completely different conversation in NFC.
This is true. I also agree because the game he had against Bryce, he should have won. The game he had against Chan, self-inflicted. If he had just played how he'd been playing, he would have won that game by a lot.
Yeah, but I don't want you to, you know what I mean, because you're gonna think I'm picking on you and all that. So we're gonna go back to Bryce, right? I do
Okay,
remember
but hold
him
on. Let
barely
me finish off who he won against. So he won against Stacks, 41-17. He won against Pat Ladd, 31-28, and he won
barely
against
won that
Julian,
one. He barely won that
34-19. So essentially, of these teams, none of them have more than one win, and those are the 4 wins that Bryce has. So does that change your vote at all?
It doesn't. Atlanta is not exactly littered with talent.
Okay.
It's not littered
Even
with talent.
though he played against Julian, who has not been playing well this cycle, Stacks, who has not been playing well in general.
Listen, Julian is a free win. Stacks is a free win right now. No offense, Stacks.
Okay.
Pat Ladd. Pat Ladd probably should have won that. Pat Ladd is struggling right now, which leads to some frustrating decisions that he makes. But
Yep.
hopefully he gets that sorted out.
Mhm.
And again, if Jeff takes care of business, or if first half Jeff is second half Jeff, you have a completely different list here. Just for the record.
This is true.
Because then we're really having a conversation about why is Chan struggling. Because Chan barely won that.
This is true.
And Bryce
Chan
barely
did
won.
win that.
Mike pulled away late. I remember that. That got out of hand.
Mhm.
But every other game has been close. And if this is if Jeff is on the precipice of a breakthrough, some people are due to get upset right now, yo.
And you know what? You just saw me. You just saw me get upset. So
Well, you
are
ain't
correct.
believe in the power of Jeff when he was facing the East anyway. So now you know.
Okay.
I think Pat Ladd
Got
gotta
it.
see him next, yo. That's gonna be fun.
I am going to tune into that because Pat Ladd, do not overlook this matchup. I know you want your first win. You better shape up.
That
'cause,
time zone, that scheduling gonna be fucking insane.
man, West Coast to Jesus. God bless y'all. That's gonna be rough. But they have the week. No, they won't have the weekend. Good luck to y'all. I don't know how that's gonna work. That might not work.
Y'all, man.
But let me respond to that. So Bryce, Atlanta Falcons, Zach, San Francisco 49ers, and then Nate, who is 3-1 with the New York Giants. I want to check something real quick. I want to
Mm.
check to see who all Zach has played against so far. I know he's played and won against LB by a lot. Or no, he didn't win by a
No,
lot.
no, he
So
barely won versus. He
he
barely
barely
won.
won against LB. And
You said
then
he lost.
that's right,
LB
he
don't
went to
really get blown
overtime.
out, bro. I know he
That's true. That's
decimated
true.
Pat Lad. I know that. I don't remember who he played
He
after that.
smoked Pat Lad, and then he played against Gabe and won 23 to
Oh,
7.
yeah, all right. So he destroyed
So
Gabe,
okay,
and
all
he
right.
was
So
killing stacks yesterday before that shit died. So he's
well,
really 4-0 right now, but he's not, but he is.
okay. Well, so we can assume that he's about to be 4-0. No offense, Stacks, but I'm not impressed with those wins. Not like how I'm impressed with the wins that Nate and the Giants have. I'm going to say Nate. I think his wins are more quality. And I think that with getting those games out the way now and having those wins under his belt and the improvements that he has made to his roster, even though I feel like some of his trades were a little suspect, I still think that he's going to be my pick here as the most impressive between those three. But shout out to Bryce. Bryce taking that really poor roster, which the Giants also have a poor roster, but some of it's kind of self-inflicted at the moment because of the trades that are being made. But shout out to Bryce. Bryce is shining too. I look forward to seeing how this playoff picture is going to look, man. Like I said in the podcast immediately after the refresh happened, there was a lot of teams I felt like were going to be different in terms of making the playoffs, in terms of just being successful, and we're starting to see it. We're starting to see where all of that is coming and happening at. And Bryce taking the Atlanta Falcons to where they are right now. Zach shining like he is. Nate going from like a losing record to 3-1 to start this season. It's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of flip flopping. So that's some good stuff, man. Um, let's move to the AFC real quick again. We're gonna flip this. So I said the three most impressive, or of the three that I said give me the most impressive. I'm gonna give you three, and I want you to tell me who is the most disappointing. Okay.
It's Miami.
So,
It's
well,
Miami.
the Miami Dolphins are part of those options, but let me give you the other two options just so everybody else knows. Miami Dolphins was the first option. The Tennessee Titans was the other option. And then the last option was the Las Vegas Raiders. And so your pick is the Dolphins.
Yeah, because for the amount of talent that he's having right now, at bare minimum, he should have the record Bird has. Like Bird is a 3-time champion, so but sometimes we hit these rough patches, right? I do think he'll figure it out. I hope he does. I hope he does. Um, but I'm not exactly sure what's going on in Vegas. Well, I am, but I think Vegas is going to steal some games from some people because OG don't give a and he know he got Devontae, so people gonna have to deal with that,
That's
right?
true.
So I can't tell you how his season goes, but he may end up 500 or somewhere around there. Miami, I have no clue right now. Like he has to figure it out.
So let me tell you who he's played against so far. So the Dolphins has played against Cody and got smoked 48-0 first game of the season. And then he had a pretty solid performance, but more so because of Ed being stupid. 45-49, but he lost that game. And then he lost against Guy 36-20, and then he has to face Castro this week, who is 2-1. So it's
He can
definitely
win. He can win, but he got to figure it out.
yeah, that's pretty much it, man. He's got to figure it out. Dolphins for me as well. I think they're the most disappointing. I will say Bird was first on that list, but I still believe in Bird. I still believe that right now it's just a feeling out process, trying to figure out his team, trying to figure out how he wants to play the game.
You want Bird to fail because he called you out in his article, yo?
No. I'm being honest here. I think he has a chance for success, but what I mentioned on your podcast was that he had not ran Derrick Henry nearly enough. He hasn't hit 20 carries in a game with Derrick Henry yet. I was being generous on your podcast by saying 25, that he needs to go to 25. Well, let's get to 20. Let's get to 20 carries first, Bird. So my challenge is eventually, hopefully this game you got upcoming, run it 20 times. Run it with Derrick Henry 20 times. Not just 20 touches, but run the football 20 times. Because Derrick Henry is worth that, getting at least 20 plus carries, and he can carry your offense by itself. I mean, we witnessed Cody shine like crazy with the Tennessee Titans when he had them, and all he was doing was running like crazy with Derrick Henry. It can be done. It can be done. Derrick Henry is not as broken as he was before the restart, but he is very, very, very good. And he deserves to get as many carries as his stamina will allow, and just give him the football. Give him the football more than you give Malik Willis the football. You just can't help yourself. Listen, I actually have something I have to do soon, so we gotta finish this up, sir. Hey, we gotta finish this, man. I gotta go.
Yo, pipe down, man.
You the one that keep playing the music.
Why are you yelling stuff?
We gotta run through it. We gotta run through this so that I can get to my kid, because my kid is screaming upstairs right now. So let's finish this. Shut up.
You mad disrespectful, yo.
So I don't know how people are going to actually be able to listen to this podcast, this specific episode, when all they keep hearing is the A-Rap money in the background. But
that's insane.
Let's move to the NFC. The NFC, I have a feeling this is going to be a little more difficult for you, but I'm still going to pose this question. Who of these three teams is the most disappointing? So the first team we have...
It's Turk. I'm making it easy for you.
All right, well, Turk being 0-3 is the first option. Garl being 1-2 is the second option, and then Pat Ladd being 0-3 is the last option. And your pick is Turk.
Yeah, none of them win the division. I'm just keeping it a bean, right? But Turk got to figure it out, because he got some things that he wants to accomplish. But if he doesn't, I mean, shit, I currently have a top 5 pick. It is higher than top 5. So I need Turk to actually get it together, because I don't really feel comfortable having to pick that high. Being honest.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say you have a top 5 pick. What are you doing? If the top 5 pick says that, okay, wide receiver, quarterback, a defensive end, a safety are like the top picks, which one of those are you taking?
It's BPA, man.
Quarterback, yeah.
It's BPA. It's BPA.
Look, go quarterback and just let him sit, and then just trade him for a ransom next year.
I've done shit like that before.
I don't see why you don't do it again.
But
we're talking as if Turk is going to be that bad when it's not going to happen.
That's
now,
not what I'm saying.
Know...
I'm saying I need him to figure it out, but if he does, I'm good.
Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Turk's offense, because it's going to be a little different than what he's hoping for, because of, the move that shall not be mentioned was reverted. I don't know how that's going to play out, but he made all the moves to get back to where he was prior to this particular iteration of the SFL. So I think he's going to have a turnaround. I think it's going to be a really substantial turnaround. I think he's going to be fine. My biggest disappointment is Pat Ladd. I currently feel like maybe I was overrating Pat Ladd. I feel like maybe I was too... I don't know. I guess maybe I believed in him too much. I just thought he was one of the top 10, top 15 users in the SFL. But so far, going back to season 2 and now, I have not been thoroughly impressed at all with a lot of what he's doing and the way that he's played. And I don't see anything right now that would lend me back to feeling like he is worthy of being in that top 15, top 10. So definitely was hoping for more from Pat Ladd, but he has not been good so far. And it has been very, very embarrassing to see. I think Garl having the stuff that he had going on, him having one sim loss because of him missing the game with me. So essentially, he's 1-1. And then his first game that he came back after being gone was against Malik. So I feel like that you can't really count against him. I think he is a 1-2, but not really a 1-2. And then like I said with Turk, I think Turk is going to have a big turnaround. He just made all the moves I feel like he needs to make, and he's building his team, man. He's building his team like he needs to, and I think he is ahead of the curve right now, and he's going to get it together. So definitely think Turk is fine, but Pat Lad, I don't know what Pat Lad's going to do. I don't know what he's going to do with Geno Smith. He wants 32 a year. I don't think Pat Lad's going to want to pay him 32 a year. Um, man, he's trying
You
to
know
trade
what?
off his first round pick. I
I,
don't know what he's doing.
I want you to listen to this, sir.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
فاز جيف مؤخرتك في مادن.
The heck is that?
This is the translation.
Jeff beat your ass in Madden.
Wait. Play it again.
Nah, that's it. Yo, that's all you get, man.
No,
That's your problem.
play it again.
Don't tell me what to do.
Please,
Wait.
play it again, man. No, that's hilarious. I gotta clip that. Play it again.
That's crazy. Why we gotta do that, man?
Play it again, man. I gotta clip it.
فاز جيف مؤخرتك في مادن.
Jeff beat your ass in Madden.
Dog, if I can figure out how to clip that and just post it in the chat whenever, dog, I'm going to be crying every single time.
That's terrible, man.
No, that's great.
جيف
That's
يدخن
good
على
stuff.
حزمة الخطوات.
Jeff smoking on that steps pack.
Wow. I won't clip that one.
I bet you won't. I bet you won't.
We're not clipping that one. Anywho.
Jeff just said he is crying.
Dog, that is funny, dog. I am in tears. That is hilarious. Let's finish this. Let's finish the last 3 segments that we have. Because this one was meant to be the headliner, but I feel like I need to change the name or something because it's been all about JD. So
That's not true.
nah, this has been like you've been very disruptive with this JD stuff, which is fine because I got smoked, so I get it. So it is what it is. But I am trying to get to this part right here because this is I feel like the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to talk about this evening. So, tenders, the contenders and the pretenders. Dun dun dun. Let's talk about it. Q. No slander. All right. No slander, but we're going to talk about it.
Mhm.
Let's talk about pretenders and let's talk about contenders. Let's talk. TRC and the Pittsburgh Steelers, are they pretenders or contenders?
I'm gonna say pretender for right now.
The correct
you
answer is
gotta-
contender, sir. No, that's the wrong
Give a
answer.
fuck about what you say. You asking me for my opinion, right? You asking me for. I don't know. I have to conform to what you. Listen, man. I understand that's your BFF and all of that, but you asked me a question. I'm giving you an answer, man.
It's not about me and how I feel
You know
about
what?
TRC.
الله نفسه كان يسد خطة من أجل ذلك الهبوط الأخير.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, what?
Allah himself was blocking on the line for that last touchdown.
This is crazy.
No, hey, not for nothing. Wait a second, you actually got some truth there.
Hey, man.
Is that what happened?
Had to be,
'Cause I ain't
yo.
got no look. 'Cause
I
I
ain't
ain't got no
never seen-
explanation.
Bro, you talking about clipping something? You need to clip that Camaro run, yo.
Man,
I ain't seen.
oh
I
my
haven't
gosh,
seen
dog.
receivers hold blocks that long since
Listen,
B had the Rams and DeAndre
oh
Hopkins
my,
had 99 run blocking and the
Dog.
DBs couldn't get free.
that's
This
what
is like 9 Maddens ago.
they called not a single holding call on that play.
Oh, for what, man?
Boys was getting held. That's the only explanation.
Nah, that's perfect blocking, man. Perfect blocking.
Nah. But All right. So you say TRC's pretender. I'm gonna say contender. How about Ed? Ed is at 3-1. Contender, pretender.
Right now he's a pretender. Lost to Cody.
Hmm. Ooh. Just because he lost to Cody and that's it, huh?
What do you want from me?
I'm gonna. No, nothing. All right. I'm gonna say contender. I think Ed is a legitimate contender right now. So, let's move on to the AFC South. I have I have AC Jaguars 2-1. Contender, pretender.
He's a contender right now.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
think this will be a good cycle for him.
Okay. I tend to agree, but I am a little skeptical. He's given up more points than he scored, but I will also say contender because I see what he's doing with Saquon and that offense. I think he's gonna continue to shine. So I'll say contender also. I got two from the AFC East. Buffalo Bills 3-1. Contender,
Pretender.
pretender,
Pretender.
pretender. I also have pretender. Sorry, guy. New England Patriots, Cody. Contender,
Pretender.
pretender, pretender. Okay, I actually have contender for Cody, and that is not just because I like Cody as a person.
Hyperbole. All right, let's go.
All right, AFC West. I'll skip yourself. I'll go to not Castro. Jesus, who is this?
Prem?
Krim. Jesus, Krim at 2-2.
Contender.
Okay, I'm going to
He's a
say
lot.
pretender.
I know you are.
Yeah, I'm going to say
He's Canadian.
pretender. That is not the case. That is not true. That game against Chan was not a good game, and I feel like that is indicative of what's to come against for him against good users. No offense to him as a person or as a Canadian.
We shall see, yo.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, NFC North. I'll let you answer this. Minnesota Vikings 3-1. Contender, pretender.
Uh, I would say contender just based off the talent.
Okay.
You're not gonna play Jeff every week.
Jesus, thank God. Chicago Bears 2-2. LB contender, pretender.
What was this? I'm sorry.
LB and the Chicago Bears.
Contender. Contender.
Okay, LB is also a contender in my eyes, so I will give him that. NFC South, Bryce and the Atlanta Falcons, contender, or
Contender.
Okay,
Contender.
I also have contender. Chan and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3-1.
Contender.
Contender. Okay,
Contender.
also have contender. One more in the NFC South.
Contender.
Mike and the Carolina. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I am also going to say contender, but I thought you were going to say pretender.
Why?
Because Mike is winning in a different way than
I
what
got
we're
no
used to
beef
seeing.
with Boba Fett, yo. Or Baba Zook, or Burger King, Benny Honda, whatever his name is today, yo. Bobby Brown, who cares? I have no issues with Mike.
Okay, I forgot which podcast I mentioned on, but I remember talking about his pass game being much better when he had the Dallas Cowboys. He is playing using the Panthers like how he was using the Cowboys, and is very impressive so far. So that's why I have him as a contender, and I just thought maybe you'd have him as a pretender. So never mind. Okay, so I have three teams in the NFC East. We're gonna start with the Commanders. Washington Commanders, Malik 3-1, contender, pretender.
It's his conference.
Okay, I agree. New York Giants, Nate.
Contender.
Contender, okay. I have Nate also as a contender because of the quality of wins that he has so far. Gomes and the Dallas Cowboys, contender, pretender. Pretender also. I also think
Project Suke no Meika is almost over, yo.
Jesus. I think he's going to end up being the worst team in this division, and he's going to end up finishing under 500, if not right, like one game above 500, and that's it. NFC West, last team, Zach and the San Francisco 49ers. Contender. Okay. I am on the fence here. I do believe it's his division, but I am on the fence in regards to like actually getting to the playoffs and doing well.
Every other team
Mainly
in that division is a pretender. He's going.
This is true. No, I'm not disagreeing there. I am mainly speaking on him against better users. I am skeptical. I think he is. I think because of his defense, he's going to play much better, but his offense could be much better than it is. I'm going to say contender, but I would not be surprised if I were wrong here. Okay, so that was supposed to be the bulk, but because we're short on time, we're skipping through that. So let me ask you this. next two questions, and then we'll be out of here. So the first question is, who will be competitive all cycle of these teams that we just talked about? And who is just a flash in the pan just for this one season? Give me one team out the AFC and one team out the NFC.
Um, NFC. Well, I think Bryce will be competitive all cycle in the NFC.
Okay.
I think Jaguars will be competitive in the AFC all cycle.
Okay. I like that pick.
As far as NFC, I think the hit or miss teams is going to be Mike and Turk.
Hmm.
And in the AFC, I think it'll be the Bills and the
Good pick.
Bengals.
Okay. Good picks. Okay. I like those picks a lot. I'm gonna say who's gonna be competitive all cycle. I'm gonna say TRC in the AFC, although I do like that pick of AC. I'm gonna also say in the NFC, I'm gonna say Bryce as well. Bryce was my pick at first. Flash in the pan. Um, I can't say Mike, but I think it's either Mike or Nate. One of those two. Although I think Nate. Who is better between Nate and Mike? Um, that's another question for another time. But
It's
that's a
Nate.
good question.
It's Nate.
It's Nate. Okay, well, I will say Mike. In regards to AFC, I'm going to say potentially it's between Cody and Krim right now for me. I'm gonna say Cody. I'm gonna say Cody's a flash in the pan, but we'll see. Last thing we're gonna talk about, and then we're out of here because we are going on the 81st minute mark. Thanks to you.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, okay. 7 playoff teams out the AFC, 7 NFC playoff teams. Give them to me. Talk to me about the AFC first, sir.
That's insane. Ed goes to the playoffs. TRC
Okay.
goes to the playoffs. That's 2.
That's 2.
Jaguars go. I do think the Titans go. That's already 4, right?
Okay. Yep.
I think the Patriots go. That's 5. I
Okay.
think the Chargers and the Chiefs go. So that's 7.
Okay. NFC.
NFC, I think the Eagles, Giants, and the Football Commanders all go.
Woo, Jesus. Okay.
I
That's
think
3.
the 49ers go.
That's 4.
I think the Falcons and the Bucks go.
Ooh, wait a second. How
So
many you
that's
got
6.
there?
That's 6.
Okay, that is 6. That is 6. Okay.
Right? That's 6. So that only leaves room for LB.
Okay. And that's 7. Okay. All right. Well, let me run through this. AFC, I got Steelers and Ravens. That's 2. AFC South, I got AC and Bird. So that's 2 as well. So that's 4. AFC East, I got Guy. Unfortunately, I got Guy. So what? That's 5. And then this is going to surprise you a little bit, but AFC West, I got Chargers. I got Chiefs. I guess I'll give it to them because I'm looking at these other teams. Chiefs, and I got Gabe in the Broncos. Okay, NFC. I'm gonna start with my division. I'm gonna say myself and LB both, so that's 2. NFC South, I'm gonna say Falcons, Buccaneers, and the Panthers all make it. So that's what, 5? NFC East, I got the Commanders, and I got the Giants, so that's 6. I think that's gonna be tough though, because that means I'm putting Garl out, but I got to see more from Garl first. And then the NFC West, I got just Zach and the 49ers, and that's it. Okay, so that's our 7, our 14 for the playoff landscape. Okay, I got to get out of here. So let's end this podcast. This has been extremely long.
Pause.
Do you have anything else? Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, that's pause.
Nah,
Do you have anything else
I said
to
all I
say
needed
to the
to say, man,
masses?
because you already, said.
All right. Well, for those of y'all that have made it thus far, which how many people are still tuned in? 4 people out of the 8 to 9 people that were tuned in. Thanks, Q. But
That's all.
thank y'all for joining us this evening on the One Cut Podcast. Thank y'all so much for all of your colorful commentary in the chat. And we are going to peace out of here. So, Q, you got nothing else to say, right? You good?
Jersey.
All right. That's it. We out. God bless y'all. And how do you stop this?
That's a damn shame.